I'm Professor Musibau Babatunde. I'm the Honorable Commissioner for Budget and Economic Planning in Oyo State. Prior to that, I served as a special advisor on economic affairs to Governor Seyi Makinde. The work in the Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning cut across macroeconomics, uh, budget and economic planning, monitoring and evaluation, residence registration, as well as synchronizing the partnership with the development partners in the states. At the macroeconomic level in Oyo State, we've been able to develop the 20-year development agenda for Oyo State, which has been Christian Agenda 2040, which is an inclusive long-term development in Oyo State. And also, that's actually one of the first plus that Governor Seyi Makinde has been able to achieve. Oyo State has not been able to have a long-term development plan right from it has been created. This is the first time that Oyo State is coming up with a long-term development plan. And thereafter, we've been able to also achieve the medium-term sector strategy, which is also the first time we're having that in Oyo State. And also the medium-term expenditure framework, which has sometimes lesser. So these are part of the innovative ideas that we've been able to put together. Also the resident registration that is ongoing in the states now. As its origin from the Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning. There is a whole department with respect to the resident registration in the Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning, which is overseeing the resident registration that is currently ongoing at the moment. And also, for the first time, the process has now been made highly inclusive. Governor Seyi Makinde started the process in the year 2019 with town hall meetings with the people and asked them, what do you want us to actually put in your budget? Because he believe that the budget exercise should be a bottom-up and a top-down approach, whereby we all meet in a particular meeting. And that has taken us to 7 geopolitical zones every year. Our budget exercise has now been made highly inclusive. Our planning exercise too, when we were developing the Agenda 2040 and then the medium-term sector strategy and the medium-term, it took us around the 7 geopolitical zones as well. So whatever development paradigm we are taking in Oyo State has now been made highly inclusive. Even the citizen budget, sometimes ago when we had a town hall meeting, the governor said, he wants us to now come back to the people, to now tell them, where we were doing this budget, you are all involved in drafting it. Now, this is the performance of the budget, and let them know what you have been able to expend and what you have been able to do with respect to the revenue, amount of revenue you've been able to generate, and then the amount of expenditure that you've been able to meet. So this will show how transparent Governor Seyi Makinde is. So it's highly accountable to the people, and this is not something that has actually been coming up in the state. So he has set the record, which I'm very sure that any other person that is coming behind will find quite difficult to be able to break. So it's something that is fantastic. He has aided a lot of innovative things coming up into the Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning in Oyo State. There are quite several of them, and I know one of them is the competitiveness of this administration. Governor Seyi Makinde has built on the mantra of equal opportunity for all, such that whosoever you are, there is a particular benchmark that has been set. If you don't meet that benchmark, you cannot proceed further. One of the examples is that of the recruitment of personnel into the public service. If I give you the TESCOM experience when teachers were going to be recruited, 5,000 teachers, it subjected it to a competitive process whereby you have to write a test, and if you don't pass the CBT test, then definitely, if you don't take minimum of 50%, you cannot go further. Whosoever you are, wherever you are coming from. And that gave the system the best of the best. And the same thing when the health professionals were actually being recruited. You have people that score up to 90%, 92%, but because they didn't meet the cutoff, they were not able to proceed further. And we were able to also get the best of the best professionals working with the state public health system. And I can go on and on when the education officers were going to be, when environmental. So this is one benchmark that Governor Seyi Makinde has been able to set. The last time I can relate this kind of experiment is when I was still, when I was serving in a university before I take my leave to serve in this administration. It was only in the University of Ibadan that we see such a high quality competitive process that gives the best of the best. So this is one area that Governor Seyi Makinde have changed the narrative as well. And also when we were working on the development plan as well, it's one of my proudest moments. It has never happened in the state that the governor himself will chair the steering committee. The governor himself will chair the envisioning visioning process of where we come up with the vision, we come up with the mission, the core values, and the slogan for the state. He sacrificed his time that said, I'm going to chair this, and the chair that we were able to come out with something fantastic at the end of the day. So these are the proud moments that I can hold my head high out of this administration and show people in the world. The resource management of Governor Seyi Makinde is equal to none since I've seen him. He always tried to manage resources. That is another proud moment for me, whereby we've seen situations whereby resources have been well utilized to bring out value into whatever you are trying to channel it into. So I can go on and on and on and on and on and on until tomorrow about the strategic, innovative ideas that Governor Seyi Makinde has brought into this Oyo State administration that I am extremely proud about.